Stay away from Saudi Arabia wrestling. Because it can suck it. For those of you who do not know now, we can now say The Fiend is now the former Universal Champion. The new Universal Champion? Goldberg. I don't know if I know how to put this thing together. Whatever. But really, let's take a look back. For those of you who don't know what The Fiend is, it's a character, Bray Wyatt, who had full control over this thing. Vince McMahon had nothing to do with The Fiend. This was all Bray Wyatt's idea. Let's take a look back at his debut. Dominated and decimated Finn Balor, who at the time was one of the hottest rising and one of the top stars on Raw. Fast forward, Hell in the Cell versus Seth Rollins. Seth is doing everything in his power to defeat this thing. He hit him with 3 curb stomps, which is taking his foot, pushing down in your neck to the face the canvas. Kicked out at 1. He put ladders, chairs, everything on top of his freaking head and smashed his skull in with a toolbox. Kicked out at 1 because the fucking referee called off the match in a Hell in a Cell, which is stupid. But he still walked away like nothing happened. Fast forward to the only good Saudi Arabia show, which I think was Crown Jewel, where Seth Rollins again did everything in his power to kill this effing thing, including like what, 10 curb stomps and throwing him off the stage. He sits up and gets up like Jason fucking Voorhees and wins the Universal title. He goes on to beat Seth again, beating Daniel Bryan. I can't remember who else he beat because no one had the oh yeah, Miz, but that was more Bray Wyatt. Again, proving that you can't hurt this dude. He's an unstoppable monster, is what you built him as. You built him as this freak of nature that you can't stop. 4 spears, 1 jackhammer, 1, 2, 3. WWE, do you remember when there's this thing called building new talent? Where you don't put your money on resting on the backs of old part-timers? We all know what's gonna happen now. Goldberg versus Roman Reigns for the Universal title at WrestleMania. Because Brock Lesnar's busy with Drew McIntyre. For all we know, Drew will lose at WrestleMania, so will Roman Reigns. Hell, all we know, they can bring back a bunch of part-timers. All we know, every champion at one day could be a freaking part-timer because you think it's a good idea. For a freaking nostalgia act. For all we know, hell, you could dig up Eddie Guerrero's fucking grave and give him the Cruiserweight title. God in heaven, I'm sick of this shit. I don't mind Goldberg. But Jesus effing Christ, really? You make this thing unstoppable, unbreakable, unbeatable, a freaking demon of hell. Created in this lunatic's mind of madness. To where it's you constantly hear him saying, he can't be beaten, he can't be destroyed. Yet an old dude in, what, his 70s beats him in 5 minutes? That's the thing, anytime you see a pay-per-view and Goldberg's the main event, just change the channel. Just cut the pay-per-view off, watch the months, especially in Saudi Arabia. If you're ever in Saudi Arabia, just watch. If you're ever ordering a pay-per-view event that's set in Saudi Arabia, for the love of God, just wait till Mansoor is on screen, then change it, because Mansoor's the guy who constantly steals the damn show. And for once, WWE, can we have a brain in the back who says, hey, this kid's 5 stars. The people love him in his home fucking country. Let's see if we can get him hyped in America, in the United Kingdom. Let's see if we can get him popular anywhere else but the Middle East. But no, this kid Mansoor, who is incredibly talented, only wrestles Saudi Arabia shows. I don't know if that's just what his contract says, but if it is, kid, break out and go to somewhere else. Because for the love of God, you ain't gonna break out in this business if your contract only says you can wrestle in your home country of Saudi Arabia. Because your good matches will constantly be overshadowed by the amount of bullshit these fucking shows have. I am so sick and tired of seeing constant Saudi Arabia shows with these matches, and they constantly go down the fucking shitter. Let me go down the list. They have that stupid another thing Saudi Arabia pay-per-views need to stop doing is those fucking gauntlet matches, those fucking battle royals. They're fucking stupid. They do nothing for the guy's career. They do nothing. I mean, this one wasn't the best one because it had The Undertaker in it, and he just squashed AJ Styles, which will, I'm guessing, lead to a match at WrestleMania. Oh yeah, the WWE title match, how shocking was Brock Lesnar's burying Ricochet. Oh, shocking, Ricochet couldn't put on a 5-star performance like he normally fucking does. The Miz and John Morrison won the tag team titles, shocking. Murphy and Rollins retained the tag team titles on Raw, shocking. I didn't watch the stinking women's match, but I'll find out anyway. I'll put it in the fucking description. I don't fucking care. Let's see what else freaking happened. Oh yeah, Mansoor and Dolph Ziggler. Because of Mansoor, in my opinion, had one of the better matches of the night. What else? What other stupid match happened? Oh yeah, Roman Reigns versus King Corbin, the steel cage match. This match was actually pretty good. And the ending of it with a chain-wrapped fist Superman punch. Probably the best way that match could have ended, because Roman Reigns has not exactly had the best luck at Saudi Arabia plus steel cage match. We ain't gonna forget about that Roman Reigns should be the WWE champion from a year ago. Or 2 years, I don't freaking care. But anything good in that match anything good in that show could just be eradicated by them burying the Fiend. I've seen some people, mainly Christian Miracle, say the Fiend isn't buried. Bro, you can say what you want. You have your opinion. You have your right to your own opinion. Okay? I have mine. So does the world. I say, they didn't bury the Fiend, they just fucked the Fiend. Because Vince said, go away. The same thing with Brock Lesnar. The only reason Brock Lesnar's still the WWE champion until WrestleMania, please, is because he's up so far on Vince McMahon's jet balls. Same reason Charlotte won. No, this is the reason Charlotte won the damn Rumble. Because she went crying to her dad that she's not at WrestleMania yet. Rick went crying to Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon said, fine. Oh, also, the Women's Elimination Chamber. Let's see. Ruby Riott, haven't seen her in months until, what, 3 weeks ago? Sarah Logan, haven't seen her until she started that one match with Charlotte Flair and who else? I don't know. Liv Morgan, who's been on a decent role, actually. Natalya, haven't seen her in action that past few months. And Asuka, who has failed every time she's been given a women's title match. And, oh yeah, Shayna Baszler, who bit the back of the neck of Becky Lynch, two-time NXT Women's Champion, who's had a big momentum. Gee, I wonder who's going to win this Elimination Chamber going to face Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania. This is the most predictable Elimination Chamber in a long fucking time. Again, I say, stay away from Saudi Arabia, WWE, because every time you go there, you piss off the fans. Because apparently you don't know what to do anymore. You don't know what it means to build someone up and not just cash in on some old dude, putting the tights back on. I got no problem with Goldberg that much. I got no problem with The Undertaker. I got a problem with Brock Lesnar. You all know that. But, my God, let the young guns, let the present talent take over! You have a whole fucking roster of capable competitors, but yet you keep giving the damn belts to these old dudes. Again, I got no problem with Goldberg. I got a problem with him as Universal Champion going in him. Because we all know he's going to fucking lose the damn thing at WrestleMania. Then what, he's going to show up in the next Saudi Arabia event and become a 3-time Universal Champion? God! Oh my God. We all know Goldberg ain't keeping the belt till WrestleMania. We all know this is just a ploy to get fucking Roman Reigns back in the picture for the Universal Championship. Oh my... I pray... It's going to be a rematch between The Fiend. And I pray that it's mid-card. I actually pray that the Universal title's mid-card. It was where it belonged last year at the freaking curtain jerker. Oh, Jesus. I pray and I pray that this Goldberg reign does not last long. Because we don't need part-timers who only show up at pay-per-views to be champion. We need a guy who's going to appear week after week, appearing in wrestling. We don't need a dude who's in his twilight years, coming every other night to cut a promo to go to a pay-per-view. We don't need that. And also, it's sad with the WWE title match. It's sad when it was booked as Brock Lesnar's mandatory WWE title defense. That is sad as hell when you had to put mandatory under the damn match title. God! I'm sick of old part-timers taking the spotlight away from the young gun hotshots. That is why NXT, AEW, and the NWA are those shows you need to be looking for. I have a playlist of AEW because that I don't watch because the same night NXT's on and I couldn't record one of them and I don't want to jump back and forth because I might miss something. Monday Night Raw I miss the most. SmackDown I catch every now and then. But God almighty. Oh my God. I'm sick of this shit, man. So yeah, if you're a wrestling fan and you see that WWE is going to Saudi Arabia, don't waste your money ordering the pay-per-view. Wait for some damn YouTuber to upload the highlights. Because watching a whole, 2 to 3 hours of Saudi Arabia, it ain't fucking worth it, man. It ain't fucking worth it. Fuck you for this stupid shit.